always a split second off. Getting there one of these days. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs, cats, fish, birds in the sky, amoebas, welcome to the KotoKai Robo-Dojo Workbench number 88? 88? Had a guess? I don't know. I set the stream up on Monday, and the week is long. It's always long. And here we are. We made it Thursday all the way to Thursday. Halloween's right around the corner. I'm kind of excited, but at the same time, I'm horrifically overworked because I set up a strong deadline for myself. But sticking to it, so that's a plus. I am not alone this evening, which is great because you guys would get sick of me quick.
What's going on, everyone? Good evening. Good.
Hey, Paul.
Halloween Eve. Double Eves.
It's like Eve 2.
Oh,
like
that's
Eve
right.
6.
And the Mandalorian tomorrow as well. Forgot about that.
Oh, yeah. There's a Mechanism stream tomorrow night. Supposedly, somebody's going to host it. I guess if nobody hosts it, I'll host it. I'll just make balloon animals out of plastic gloves all night. I won't do that. Nobody wants to see that. How you guys doing out there in the chat? We had quite a few of you hanging around. Manny was in here, of course, bright and early. 8 o'clock. Well, 8:20. Jonathan Velasquez, what's up? We did finally start now. Thank you for your concern. Miguel is out there. How you doing? Ty Furious. Guy. What's up, Di? Guy. Everybody. What's it do? How's it going? I lit a candle in here about 30 minutes ago, and now it smells like cloyingly sweet. That's just what happens. It's very bizarre to be sitting in here and having it smell this sweet in here. It's almost as though I was inside an oven full of baking cookies. This evening I am working on finishing up. I'm just talking. I am you're good. Paul's doing technical stuff. This evening I am working on finishing up my OMC build. Yeah, we're almost there, and I'm doing good. So I will make it without having to like pull any crazy all-nighters or get any extensions or anything like that. So that's a plus. Because I usually end up pulling like back-to-back all-nighters or stay up for 30 to 40 hours straight just working on a project to get it finished. Because I got scruples, baby. Gotta have damn scruples. But I've been using my trusty calligraphy brush that I talk about, but I rarely show. It is just, I don't even know what it says. It says stuff in a language that I can't read. And it's a wonderful little calligraphy brush, just a really fine point, super duper simple thing. And I use it for most of my applications on my oil paints. I have a couple of different filberts, and then of course I blow through Q-tips, like cleaning things up and swabbing things off. So I also keep a rag handy. Where's my rag for wiping down oils? I'm doing oils. I have a painter's rag. Keep your shit clean. I will show off a couple of things real quick. You know what? Not yet. I'll show off things in a little bit. Paul, what do you do?
You got to stay the whole time.
Yep.
That's part of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to work on... Let me switch this camera real quick so I can show you guys what I'm going to work on. There we go. This is the last piece that I have painted that needs some oil, and it's the biggest piece. And probably the most complicated because it's a little harder to get in some of those nooks and crannies. I was really dumb and put too much of it together before doing this because I thought I'd make my life easier with gloss coating it. So, so yeah, kind of the same process I was doing last week, just rounding this out. Hold on, let me get you guys one of them that's done. Here's a leg. See, you probably can't see, but it's a little gunkier than it was before.
Mm-hmm.
Not all clean. Ready for some matte coat, and that guy's pretty much done. I got to paint some. I got to paint the gun, the rifle, and then I'm done. Done.
Then you're done.
Done with this multi-year project. Then move on to the next one.
The next multi-year project?
You know what? The next one, I'm going to set a very short-term goal for myself. But I'm going to do something small. I have something in particular I want to... It's already built. It's already snapped. I just need to... I want to paint it. And I want to do some techniques I have not done before.
Okay.
So that's kind of where I'm going to go with that. I want to... I have never done any like shading in my models.
Oh.
So I have what is that called? The Leo, the HG Leo.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to paint that with some different shading techniques to kind of get comfortable and try some new things out, because I have a bigger model that I want to paint with shading, but I want to practice on something first.
Gotcha. So you're taking the smaller route, the more simplistic stylings of the HG Leo?
Yeah, it's super simple kit. And that's the idea, is that I should be able to paint it in a very short amount of time.
Cool.
And it's already built, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm going to give myself probably a 2-week deadline maybe, and see if I can get that out. And then I have a master grade to follow up with that I want to look very like dramatic. So I feel like shading would bring that out.
Okay.
Would accomplish that task, right?
Very nice.
Yeah.
That sounds quite good to me.
So I'm going to tackle this thing, and I guess I'm going to work from the top down. Seems like a good idea.
Might as well. Oops, that went twice. Start on one side and work your way across.
Yeah. That would work too.
Well, I mean, that's the same deal. The side you started on was the top, and the across is down. So that's the same shit.
On the other axis.
Yeah, boy.
New rig. I don't know if I can, because I'm on a laptop and then a mounted camera. I don't know if I can, it's next to me to the left, so I don't know if I can zoom around. I'll put some more pictures up of it on Instagram and stuff. I was actually trying to snag a graphics card this morning, but no such luck. Everything's sold out. I have a decent one that works now, but I want something a little beefier.
Nice. Mm-hmm. That's a great idea.
Yeah, well, with everyone in quarantine, I guess computer gaming has really exploded.
Well, there's that, and there's people doing, their work is all done from home as opposed to at the office. So you're doing stuff that requires graphics and stuff like that. You might need new cards or whatever it might be. Plus, of course, the gaming. Unless you're only getting something that only a gamer would have, in which case,
it's something only a gamer would have. I don't believe anyone would.
Don't believe anyone would be utilizing that level of power.
Yeah, we're spending that kind of money for sending Excel documents.
Yeah, I mean,
you never know. You never know, though.
Hey, you don't know what people are doing.
You bill it to the company. Give me the newest card. Put it on the company dime. So yeah, that's. Well, I promise I will post pictures of it more, and in the future I might try to use that as the streaming platform, just because I'm streaming off a Mac now, which is I love my laptop, my MacBook Pro, but limited when it comes to Streamlabs and OBS and stuff like that.
Yeah, you can't really fuck with that at all on there, can you?
very like you can find some alternate to some of them, but it's not ideal for what it is like we're doing now.
Right.
But that's okay. Nvidia or AMD? I'm not sure. So AMD makes me a little nervous because in the past they have always had issues with drivers. So as powerful as they can make a card, that's all great. But if it doesn't actually work very well, that's all for naught. So the 6800 lineup that they announced the other day looks really intriguing. A 6800 XT would be perfect. But if I can get my hands on an Nvidia card, I just feel a little more comfortable with them. Yeah, from what I've heard, AMD is going to spend a lot more of their resources on drivers, but they're just saying like no one's proven that yet. You know, you'd have to take their word for it. Which, you know, I have an AMD CPU, and I quite like AMD, but that doesn't mean I need to use them for everything. I have no brand loyalty.
Does not compute.
This is all just from like the last month or so of research.
You've been out there talking to like Ungawa and Guy about all that computer jargon. I don't know shit about it. See Steph out there. What's up, Steph? How you doing, man? And Zinrath just popped in. How you doing? Just want to say hi to you guys real quick. I'll go back to my oil paint.
Yeah, we're both doing the same thing today.
Sword.
Some oil.
You're gunking. I'm just lining.
Yeah, we're oiling.
Just went in and
oiling our kits up here.
Did the lining on these are my scabbards for the swords for that giant mecha monster. Just went in and added in some darks in those deep lines. I went through and chased a bunch of existing scribes on this kit because I was using parts from all over the place. Actually, a lot of them came from those classic wing kits, like the almost no grade master grade ones. So I got a bunch of those dumped on me, and that's where a lot of these parts came from, if you guys were curious about that. And Julius Dembski just saying, what's up? How you guys doing? But yeah, so a little taste of what I'm working on. Can't show any of the real good stuff. I did the other day. I had it was like way back here. I was like, it's like this big on the screen. You can't even see the shit. Soon enough, deadline Saturday. It'll be out there.
Coming up fast.
Oh, fuck yes.
Righty.
Oh yeah, I was gonna switch it over to but what? Oh,
According to
ads
to AMD CPUs, then the 630 can borrow processing logic from the CPU. Yeah, I have a Zen 2. I have a Ryzen 7 3700X, and I don't see myself upgrading the CPU anytime really soon. But it is very cool. Yeah, from everything that we saw the other day, AMD's graphics card looks awesome. I just want to see it. Like, I trust that NVIDIA's graphics card is going to run well. I would have to be proven that AMD's will, if that makes any sense. They have not earned my graphics card trust. Because of all my vast experience in graphics cards. It's the first PC
lots more than me.
The first PC I built.
Jonathan Velasquez says that he saw my build at the Bandai pop-up in LA. You saw both of my builds at the Bandai pop-up in LA, which is tight. The one that's labeled as the Angel of Death, the big wing one, that's the obvious one that people can't miss. But the smaller RGM 79 SC Sniper Custom that I did up in the blue and orange gold, and yeah, that guy's there too, standing next to it. It's not as impressive as the big wing Zaku, but I only had 10 days instead of 3 months, so that's what you get. That's like a sketch, like those dudes that do those sketches that are like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes or something like that, or like 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 50 minutes or some shit. Like, yeah, there you go. 10 days,
Julio?
90 days. Julio! I even took a break in the middle of that. I went on vacation for 12 or 13 days in the middle of that build too. Of the Zaku.
Which one? Yeah.
The Zaku. Yeah, I went out and did my cruise when I could still leave the country.
Or the house.
For that matter.
The bubble.
Yo, shit, right? I mean, I could leave the house now.
Yeah, no, I was just...
And I do.
Just being funny.
But...
I try not to.
It definitely leaves a lot to be desired. To say the least.
The crazies are out. I feel like the next week or two are going to be...
Oh, yeah.
Times when I'm...
It's like full moon, Halloween on an election year. Yeah. I love oil paint. Been my friend for so very long. I first picked up the oil when I was 9.
You think oil is your ally?
I was born into the palate. Linseed oil runs through my veins. I suppose like having that somewhat of a traditional training in oil painting or traditional education in oil painting, it makes me work with my oils a lot different than a lot of other people do, I think. Because I work a lot thicker. I think a lot of people just treat oils a lot like a wash or whatever. I'll really go in there and fucking lay them shits in. But I could just be wrong because I don't get to talk to very many people about oil paintings. I could be totally wrong. So if you're out there watching this and you oil paint, you like to oil paint? Hit me up.
What you doing?
Yeah, what you doing?
Break it down.
Break it down.
Alrighty. One of the top does. Make sure I'm happy with that. Sometimes on these like later brown like the beige color, I guess. What is that called? The khaki color. It just kind of gets too gunky, too dirty looking for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it.
Gotta be subtle.
Yep. Julianius stop by to say what's up. What's up, man?
What's up, Julianius? Come by Mechanism tomorrow, I hope. Hailing from the Bronx. Well, Harlem.
This part's not going to be a little tricky, huh?
Yeah, I'll get round. What blows? Hold up. Guy and Paps are to collaborate on getting him that mask down printed. It's only for FDM. I have not used the Emission Models gloss and clear flat coats. I use Mister for my. That's been my reliable go-to for clears for years.
Clears for years.
Yeah, but they're good. I can only imagine that they're good. I think that Julio might. Did you get some Julio, or did you just get the reducer? I know he picked up some from our friends over at Galactic Toys out there in Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Remind myself not
Zach.
to put oil paint in my hair. That would be a good choice. Don't do it.
Especially with as much hair as you have.
Yep, not a good idea.
I don't have the flowing locks anymore, so
lots of washing to remove that.
Yeah.
And if not, people would wonder why I have Starship filth in my hair tomorrow at work. I'm just kidding.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? What the hell? I got orange paint in my beard.
Julio, I believe it.
Yeah.
Julio just cranking out his OMC build. We got a little friendly chat going on in the background and sharing pictures and stuff. His thing looks real nice. You guys are going to enjoy it when it gets to be time to see it. Of course, I might not know, and he may have already shared a bunch of pictures, and I just might be talking out my hates right now. I've been busy looking down at my table for the last 3 weeks. Oh shit. Zach out there, right on. I was just talking about Galactic. Yeah, Zach's been feeling a little under the weather.
Uh-oh.
Get better.
Nervous timing for that, man. Like every time I sneeze, I'm like, uh-oh. It's coming.
No, same. Well, you're down in Florida. That's a danger zone.
Yeah, for multiple things. Corona, stupidity,
Hurricanes.
Bad driving.
Yeah, you can get bad drivers all over, though. So
people without insurance.
You kind of get people without insurance all over, though.
Old people that can't see over the steering wheel.
Yep. Same deal. I'm not trying to fart in your Cheerios or anything, but
we definitely have the lock on old people that can't see over the steering wheel.
Oh yeah, I know. All of our old people get shipped down to you guys. So
yeah,
they live in New York for 120 years, and then they move to
tell
Florida.
You about it, believe me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I grew up down in Bensonhurst. You know that back in the day, Bensonhurst was a really beautiful neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
From Bensonhurst, I don't know a lot of words.
We moved down to Florida.
Oh, Marty, we moved down to Florida. How long ago did we move down? I'm sorry. Nobody needs that in their life. I apologize, everyone.
Dark Mud, the old people capital of the West. Where's that?
Phoenix?
Yeah,
That's the Southwest, maybe.
Scottsdale.
Oh.
Arizona would be my, yeah, I would guess Arizona as well.
I mean, I said Phoenix. That's Arizona.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, it's probably.
True.
We're saying Florida. And
oh, sure.
If I have to pick out a state, I would guess.
A state or an online university. No, it's not Arizona. That's Phoenix. Sorry.
Phoenix, yeah, only Phoenix, Arizona.
But it's in Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah.
Arizona, exactly.
Anywhere with casinos and bingo.
That's why they love those cruise ships, man.
Yeah. For a little while, like those like pop up, I don't know what they call them, like game centers or something. I don't know. Here, they just have like slot machines. They don't have any. Did I put a fucking decal on? No. Okay. Well, not that it wasn't a problem. I was more impressed that I got something on that small. Like, I don't remember doing that.
It's like, oh no, that's just a smudge. Shit.
Almost. Yeah, like the arcades. That's what they were called, arcades. But they were just slot machines, and you could win like gift cards and shit. They were like a real big thing here for a little while.
Gotcha. A way to gamble without like, actually having gambling.
Yeah, I think they cracked down on them because I don't know.
Yeah,
old
I hear you.
Losing their social security.
Iowa was like that back in before they allowed the casinos. They only used to have riverboats. You could gamble, but you had to be on a riverboat, even if the riverboat was not safe to sail at all. As long as it was moored and floating on the river, you could go and gamble on it.
Louisiana is the same way. We went there. My wife's stepfather, father-in-law, that would be my dad, is from Louisiana, and they have the same rule. And they have like the hotel is on land, and then it's just like a floating dock, basically, and that's where the casino is.
Right.
Bring in a little more light. I can see what I'm doing.
Aziz, light. For my Fifth Element fans out there.
I just watched that the other day. It was on like Sci-Fi or something like that in the middle of the day. I always love when you find those gems on like a Saturday at 2 p.m.,
Hell yeah. Weekend afternoon movies, man. Yeah. That's the only problem with that is that like I've been living in a weekend purgatory for the last 7 months. But we're running out of Sunday films, guys. Today I watched Mimic 2, The Mummy,
the Brendan Fraser Mummy or the Tom Cruise?
Yeah. The Brendan Fraser Mummy.
I like the Brendan Fraser Mummy.
The only mummy. Get me Tom Cruise Mummy out of here.
I like the Mummy and Mummy Returns was okay. After that, they got a little. The third one, Jet Li, was a little like, what the fuck's
well, on? Even the second, I mean, the CG for The Rock and the second one is just
it was pretty bad, yeah.
But it's dated, it was in like 1999 or 98 or something, so it was like a long effing time ago. Yeah. Give them a little bit of a break.
Absolutely.
They didn't have the ability to do what we can do on our phones now and face swap, or whatever it was. All right.
Tom Cruise one, decent watch if it's on. I've never seen it. I've never seen it.
I have access to it because I have like that kind of stuff going on, but I have not taken the time to watch it. I can watch just about any movie, actually. Just about movies that I can't find that make me salty. I can't find The Dark Half. You can't buy Robot Jocks for like. I mean, you can get it used for like around $30, but you can't get it new for cheaper than $100 nowadays, which is fucking insane.
That's on something. I'll look it up later. I think it might be on Amazon Prime Video. If you have Amazon Prime,
Is it? Of course I have Prime.
Don't quote me, but I was just
I'll
looking
look
at
it
that
up.
the other day because I thought the same thing. I was like, I want to watch that, and I found it somewhere. I just didn't get a chance to.
Because I was looking on Amazon to see if I could even just buy it or get it on Prime or whatever.
Yeah, I'm sure you
find
thought,
it.
right? Like you're gonna get it for $8 or something like that. The DVD.
Yeah, no, and they're like $100 for the Blu-ray, and I was like, what?
It's like Evangelion, right? Like my platinum edition of Evangelion DVD is, $120. I was like, what the fuck? And it was used. If I wanted a new one, it was like $300. I was like, no, I can't do that.
Yeah, that's what makes me salty is that I had the opportunity to pick those up for like around $30 a pop back in the day, and I didn't. I only got like the ones to plug in the holes that I had created from my old series because I have the original Gynax DVD set.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like lost track of them, and they went in price. Oh, fuck me!
I still haven't watched the Netflix version.
I know I haven't either because I don't agree with it.
I'm boycotting. I'm just kidding.
I know I'm such a fucking old man sometimes.
Get off my lawn!
Get that fucking shit out of here! You fucking edited all the good parts out. Shit, get out of here!
Get the fuck out of my robot!
I'm gonna go. Yeah, Shinji, get the fuck out of the robot. It's like I'll go watch the weird rebuilds on YouTube or whatever, all chopped up and shit.
Whenever the next one comes out,
3,
4 point. Is it 3?
Oh, was it 4? I thought 3 was the new one that's coming out.
2 and 3.33. I've watched already.
Never mind then.
But I don't know why I'm having a hard time remembering if it's called 4. I feel like it's not.
He's okay. No one is judging you, Paul. You're in a safe space.
Sound like the guy from Diablo 2.
Nice. I can respect that. If you can't respect that, your whole perspective is whack. I'm looking at this going, did I clear coat those after I... No. If I put oil paint on this, did I erase that? That is the problem. Oh, there you go.
I saw Evangelion, the original, on VHS. The ending turned me off so bad I'd never been able to watch it again.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. It's definitely not for the light of heart. Yeah, the original I watched was on DVD, or not DVD, but on VHS as well. And yes, it is. You're just like, what is going on? There was robots. What happened?
Yeah, I remember when we talked about it right after I watched it for the first time, and I was like, for 20 episodes, I thought I was watching a series about big robots, and
yeah,
it really came out of left field there.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I love the series, but I remember, like, I think I watched it in like 2 days.
Oh god, that's the worst too.
And,
if you haven't done it before, just raw dogging this whole series, bro.
I maybe got like through the first 15 episodes the first day, and I was like, this is a really cool, robot series with a little bit of emotional stuff. It's got cool stuff in it. And then I remember my wife waking up. It was like 2:00 in the morning, and I'm getting close to the end, and there's those scenes where you're like in Shinji's head, and it's got all that like static and stuff. And she wakes up and she's like, "What the hell are you watching?" Because it was on the static part. And I just looked at her and I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
Not sure. Oh no.
Most of this stuff is going to be lost in the sauce anyway.
Yeah, so I own the platinum and I own the rebuilds too. I have what the hell's the name of the movie?
Death and Rebirth or End of?
End of.
Right. Death and Rebirth is good if you don't have the. It's like Death and Rebirth is the bridge to platinum. So if you have only seen the original DVDs, which I doubt you have, then you can watch the Death and Rebirth, and it gives you like updated storyline, longer process. It gives you the fight with Asuka at the end with the dummy plug systems and all that cool stuff, and it fills in a bunch of different like story with Kaoru and all this other crazy shit. But it doesn't give you the full scope of like the platinum, which I think is platinum is, in my opinion, is like the best version of it because I'm a traditionalist when it comes to that. But the rebuilds have their worth. It's cool stuff. So.
Well, the rebuilds are cool because it's just a completely different story, right? Like it's like an alternate.
Yeah, exactly.
So
right, it's like
I don't look at it as like
a kind of shit. It's not the same shit. Yeah,
right. I don't look at it as a remake. I look at it as like just a different. What else did that? I just watched something that did that as well. Shit, I can't remember the damn name of this. It's a mech show as well. Code Geass did kind of the same thing. Like they had a full, I think it's 50 episode. If not, it's 48, 50 episode, 4-core show. And then they were like, well, we're going to make some movies and change some things.
Oh yeah, totally. That's a good way to look at it. Typhurious is the way he sees it is the new stuff isn't a remake, but a possibility of what Shinji could have done with Third Impact. So that's a really awesome spin on that. I never thought about it like that, but I like that take.
Yeah. There's some cool, like, I've read through some of the, like, different people's theories on that. Like, it's, like the second go around, right? Like everything that happened in Evangelion, and then it's like he went, this was his choice, and he goes back and does it a little differently. I forget, like people had evidence to back up their theories on that. It was cool.
Oh yeah, I love it when fans go nuts and come up with like crazy evidence on shit. Oh, I'm into this speculate. Let's get speculatory, y'all.
Let's do it.
Let's get funky.
I'll take metaphor and symbolism in anime. Yeah, I mean, I'll you know what? I'll take both. Like sometimes I want that. Sometimes I just want to have a giggle.
Yeah, Paul does that slice of life stuff.
I'll do it like anything as long as it's got a good story. I'm in. Like I said, I'll my favorites are always ones that have some kind of depth to them, obviously, but it's kind of like not every movie I watch is an Oscar-worthy movie either. Sometimes it's Step Brothers just for a giggle.
Hey, Step Brothers is all right.
Sometimes I watch shitty Netflix movies because they're on.
I don't think I've watched the entirety of Step Brothers, though. I like its concepts.
Full Metal Panic or Full Metal Alchemist? I've watched both. I don't know why I asked. Yes.
I've watched neither.
They're both good. I think you would like Alchemist. It's a really good. Like if they'd be on one of those lists, if people were like, "What anime should I watch?" If I'm not into anime at all, I might put Full Metal Alchemist on there. Yeah, Brotherhood. I've watched both tellings of that. I'm not sure which one I like better. I know most people like Brotherhood better, but I think the regular one has its merits. It's a little darker at the end there. I don't know, but I dig the whole Ghost in the Shell. Yeah, I like Ghost in the Shell as well. That's a good one.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell is awesome. Obviously, that's OG. A good one that most people don't know about, or is a sleeper, is Steam Boy. That's a good one.
Yeah, like I said, I like Brotherhood. I was watching a cute but sad slice of life anime. Yeah, I like sad animes. Those are good. Like tragedy is always good for me.
Keep shit in perspective, maybe.
Yeah, Bugs and Mechs. Desert Punk is dope. Yep, Desert Punk is good. I loved Tokyo Ghoul. I'm a big fan of Tokyo Ghoul. Death Note, pretty classic. Attack on Titan.
I was watching. There's this one on
Spice and
Netflix.
Wolf. There you go. That's a slice of life. That I guess you could call it slice of life. It's kind of fantasy too, but
one that's on Netflix that isn't really slice of life or any of that stuff. More mech related is Edo. If you guys have not given that a chance, that's a good one. It's just a single series, but
I'm watching. I just started it. I only got one episode in. Knights of Sidonia.
Oh yeah, I've heard good stuff about that. I know the manga for that is stellar, but I don't know how the anime is.
It's so I'm not crazy about that animation style. It's kind of the same thing as like. Did you watch the Godzilla animes from Netflix?
Yeah, I started to. I watched like the first one or two. I can't remember. But
yeah, it's that same exact like styling, and it's fine. It's just not what I would choose.
I mean, some of that stuff I don't mind. Like I like Ultraman, the Ultraman series for Netflix.
The newer one,
and that's that one isn't bad. But it's all CG animation.
Yeah, Baki was. I watched the first season of Baki. I haven't watched this.
I think I watched the first season too.
Like I said, I've watched an insane amount. I don't.
He got into it late in the game and played catch up.
Well, I mean, now it's like so you can just stream it, right? So like I'm sure when you were young, it was a challenge, right? It was.
You had to go and buy them shits, man. I still have my my DVDs and stuff from back in the day, like when I bought Ghost in the Shell, and it's like 20th anniversary or whatever, like 25th anniversary of Ninja Scroll and shit. But a lot of these things I had either you had it that you bought it like for an exorbitant price, or you fucking rented it on cable and then taped it and then got a tape of that, or you dubbed a tape from somebody else. Or there's a lot of dubs that went down bootlegs back in the day just because you couldn't get it. Like it was impossible to get. It isn't even like we're trying to commit crimes and shit. If we could get it, fuck yeah, I'd pay for it. Could you get it? Fuck no, you couldn't get it. So it's the same thing. I think I saw one Gundam kit in all of the 90s and early 2000s in where I grew up. Coincidentally, I ended up owning that kit many years later, but not the same one, but same, not the exact. Hold up, what do we got here? We got Baki, Julio. Oh, talking about Baki. Gotcha. The whole Dead Space universe, huh? I don't know anything about it.
Yeah, Dead Space is cool.
It's a game. I was looking at this part and I was like, you know what? I don't think I need to do anything to this. And then I touched it and was like, I need to do stuff to this.
More
is important. Talk about in depth here. last year for OMC, I was so stressed for time. Like I canceled all my live streams for the whole couple of weeks surrounding the deadline for it. And
I remember. I remember.
And for well, I was only doing one stream at a week then. That was too bad. I was looking at excuse me, looking at Instagram photos of the, they share your shit that you posted whatever years ago or whatever. And they were it was like reminding me of all of the thousands of little dots I punched out during this time of the year or leading up to this time of year last year. The insanity that I caused in my household.
All right. There we go.
Getting there? Getting all wrapped up?
Yeah, I think I might touch. I'm looking at these shoulders, and they were like the first things I did, and I went really, really super light on them because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And now I'm looking back, and the rest of the kit's a little gunkier than the shoulders.
Aha. Yeah, you want that harmony.
Yeah, I mean, I guess an argument could be made that certain parts would be dirtier than others. I'm going to do something more to the feet towards the end, but
right,
like so they look like they're also just dirty.
Sure. Okay, so I'm actually just about done.
Go.
So I'll probably end up getting into matte coating here after the stream.
What?
Matte coating.
Ooh.
Because right now everything is just like obnoxious and glossy and hard to photograph. And with a model with so many facets and angles and different planes all over it, you can't not get an angle where there's just like a beam, like a laser beam of reflected light off a part of the model. Its current glossy state. Ah. Nice brush. Yes. Condition your brushes. Condition your brushes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Glad he's done painting, huh?
Julio's done. He's dead. Yeah. Julio was also, like I said, he was doing the same sort of shit. I do need to work on my diorama a little bit, or my base a little bit. It has some elements that could use a little bit of love. More clips. Julio.
MOAR.
The best part about matte coating is that it dries in like 5 seconds. I really enjoy that aspect. It's one of my favorites. So here is one of the weapons. I'll make yourself bigger.
Dude.
We're saying, damn it, Julio. Monster catcher was getting full. Had it rain every 10 inches or so? What the? Oh, moisture catch. Shit, bro. That's insane.
Humidity? You painting outside?
I don't know where Hendron's painting, but that's nuts, bro. Here is sword. Looks nice. Got a good edge on it.
Ooh.
The
is that Hattori Hanzo steel?
no, it is plastic that I had to fix because Z overcut it when when he originally snapped it. It's a donor kit, like I said. Almost all these kits are donor kits, so I had to backfill it, clean it up. But I did gold on the hand guard, and then black chrome on the rest of the hilt. But then I did chrome on the pommel and chrome on the steel to sexify it up. The little one is the same, but not the Tanto, but the Wakizashi. So it would be the Wakizashi, the short sword.
Mm-hmm.
And then I made this Naginata, which is pretty big, and it too has gold on the pommel, chrome, black chrome here, and then regular chrome down here on the tip. It's like a theme. And then I did this like nice gradient red on the grip parts. Looks really good. Feeling good. Feeling great. That being said, Julio, I ran out of chrome. So come by. bring me the chrome that you need to give me. Oh. Story behind that was Julio needed chrome and the male was holding it, and I had the same chrome that he needed, but I had a little bit of little extra that I was using, so I gave him the fresh bottle, and he's got a fresh bottle waiting for me, and I'm like, oh, well, can't wait to get it soon enough. At least this model is painted. I don't have to worry about needing it. Like, it would be bad if I was like his situation where he needed it to paint and then I couldn't get it done. Oh, good night, Bill. Thanks for stopping through and hanging out, talking about stuff.
All right.
Yeah, I know you do, Julio. It's fine. Don't worry, man. It's not that big a deal. I'm not going to be painting anything chrome for a while. There's your answer. Sony started sending out PS5 stuff. Did they send out more memory? Because that shit's nerfed. Sorry. Got him. Oh wait. Where? Now get out your Westbone and spend 5 to 6 months polishing and sharpening them swords like true swordsmiths. They're plastic. It ain't gonna happen. Let's see. So I'm not going to choke the airwaves with the sound of an air compressor. With the sound of music. So I will work on my diorama. Time to play Mr. Miyagi.
The Dio.
Paul, you're gaining parrot-like qualities. With the clicks. Just joking. I dropped my fancy brush.
I am
my artificial layer brush.
Done with
Citadel.
This stuff. Done with the oil brushers for now. Done with oil for a little bit.
I don't even use that brush because it's pretentious.
Can't wait to sit back and snap stuff. I was
Dude, I
thinking
hear
now,
you.
like, what the hell am I gonna do now? What
I
am
was
gonna-
like half thinking like, man, maybe I'll just like pull out the Hazen fillet and then like relax and build some. And I was like, no, gotta finish. Okay, I'll finish. Get mad at myself. But really, we just hung out for an hour and I finished doing the oil. So come on.
Yeah, perfect. Like I said, I just finished as well. Now I'm trying to think of what I want to do here.
Gotta put my pants back.
Hello, Michael.
Michael Dawson?
Yeah.
What up? What up? What's up, Michael Dawson? Holy shit. All right. All right, oil paint. I don't think I'm going to need you. Probably. Where's my little Vax? Shit. I got a little Vaxio container that I keep my oil paint in so that it lasts longer. Every once in a while, Colleen will find it in the fridge. What's this?
What the hell are you doing?
Because it's just this thing.
Follow the book. What are they talking about? Oh, like snap.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, right.
I don't follow the book.
Not a fan of the snapping part. Yeah, Paul does not follow the instructions.
Forget that book.
Wow.
I do what I want.
And then he's like, wait a minute. What?
What did I do here? Why doesn't this fit together?
What happened? What did
I get ahead of myself when it starts going together too easy. You know, like everything's just snapping together, or especially when you're doing like two parts, like you're doing a left and right arm at the same time. I will, even if it doesn't really tell you to do that, I will sometimes just try to do a left and right arm at the same time.
Yo, if it's like build the left
I'm
leg,
like, wait, why doesn't this look like it lines up? And it's because it's like a mirror part or something, and I messed up and used the wrong one. Shit, what the hell?
Yo, not for nothing. If there's like build left leg, I'm like, you damn straight I'm building right leg too. I know that they're going to be the same.
Yeah,
almost identical. So especially when it's like frame. Like frame is like you're when you get to the exterior parts, like you're gonna get some weird abnormalities left and right. Like the Gym Sniper had like different armor on the outside or whatever. It didn't fucking matter.
I enjoy snapping though. I find it like cathartic. I find it relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Especially after you've been working on a custom for like a long time. Doing just a simple little snap a dang ding dong. So relaxing.
I'm about
especially if you've got a fucking good one.
MGEX kit, but wanted to know everyone's opinions on using the GM Dominance as a base for a remixed RX-78-2. Well, if you use the 2.0 RX-78-2, it should share some
share parts, right?
Yeah, or at least like maybe some frame parts or some geometry, at least.
Yeah, it'll have like similar connections and stuff like that. So that's a plus, I would say.
I thought Mr. Accretion off-white was kind of like creamy white, according to the cat. Yeah, that's
and then it's
Brian's advice of spray outs always works.
Yeah, spray it on a little card and have a little card with it. It tells you what it is. Which, now that I went through and dumped a bunch of paint on Manny, I didn't talk about that on this stream, but yeah, Manny did end up coming by and dropped off these sanding holders, which kick all the ass. I haven't had a chance to use them yet because I haven't been sanding anything. I've just been painting. He also dropped this off.
Ooh.
From Stickler, which you can't even get anymore. Like, at all. I went like eBay, I went everywhere and was like, yo, can I get this? And it was like, no, you can't get this. So I was like, sweet. But so I've got this guy and then I've got the two Jagan versions as well. So sooner or later here, it's going to be a Stickler party.
Hey, Greg, what's going on, man?
Greg, what it do?
I finally cleaned out my spray booth as well. That was something I did.
Oh man, I did.
It was so bad.
What did you end up doing to clean it out?
I replaced the filter. That's so. I don't know if I told you. I think it was this thing. I was clear coating. I put a gloss coat on, and I always wear a mask, so I didn't notice anything. And I like stepped back. I was done. Put all the stuff down. Stepped away from the thing, and like took the mask off and looked around. It was just haze in my whole room because the blow feature, the fan wasn't working at all. So I had to replace the filter media, and then I just took some thinner and just clean, some of the overspray off everything. Not sure. I didn't go crazy and like make it perfect again. It was just, knocking some of the heavier stuff down. And then before that, I used a vacuum because I had a lot of paint dust in there.
Yeah, totally. That's what I did to mine. Was I went in with the vacuum and the brush attachment on it to like suck out as much as I could. And then because I have this Masters right here, and I went through and I have a filter that I made for it out of cardboard, which works just as good, actually, if not better than the filter that they actually have. It doesn't cost any money, and it does the same shit. I only spray acrylics, so it's not like I'm trying to filter out anything. But yeah, so the fan was pretty fucking gross and stuff in there. So I tried to take it all apart, take the grate off and everything, and I pulled all the screws out of the grate, but it was trapped in there. I couldn't get it out. I was very disappointed. I wanted to really get it out and get in there and get all gross. Instead, I ended up taking solvent on a very, very long, on this paintbrush, and putting solvent on it and holding the fan with the chopstick and then cleaning the fan as much as I could with this, and cleaning it over here through a little hole and clean it off, just really going.
I have these cool little Q-tips that are on long sticks. They're probably about as long as that paintbrush, so you can dip them in solvent and clean everything out.
Probably better because the Q-tips are going to have that heckin' thin stick, essentially, right? They're for doctors or whatever, they use them to probe your nose for COVID or whatever.
COVID, that's exactly.
So
they could touch your brain through your nostrils.
My problem is that there's a expanded mesh in there that covers it's rolled flat, but it's still just expanded mesh that's in there that covers the between the filter and the fan, so nothing gets caught in the fan. But they're small.
I think I have the same Masters,
probably the one that folds down with the light side.
It becomes almost like a briefcase style.
And
I think I got one extra filter with it is how I was able, because I don't remember procuring this filter at some point during my time with this, but
I got the filter, got an extra filter. I bought 2 more filters, but because of the amount that I painting and this and that, and then you can just hear it working overtime to try and suck air through it, because those filters are just a poly mesh, and as soon as you lay a good solid layer of primer on anything, that outside is just fucked. It's just keeping everything from going through, and I was like, this is not a very smart
I noticed the clear coat is the worst, because I don't know if it just glazes over the filter. And then I'm nope, impermeable.
Hold up.
Winter Soldier. Thank you. I don't know.
How do I do this?
And painting my goof laid the final clear on. Awesome, man. I still need to set up my painting rig. I'm just too lazy to do it. Did you, are you making a booth, or did you buy something? Because these Masters, they're probably not the best. And this thing, actually, you know what? I've gotten a lot of miles out of it. But you can the nice part is they just open up real quick.
Had to change your name to be more appropriate.
Bucky.
Bucky Paul. I don't know, Buck. And I can be Brokey, the god of mischief. Hey, we're all in the MCU, baby.
Michael, you have a Masters, man. That thing just unfolds and snaps together. You're good.
yeah, that's what I got. The Masters, straight up.
You're talking 5 minutes to set up, not even.
Yeah, they're really
part nice. Is finding a window.
Oh yeah, and I'm
for me, right this way is a window. So
it's key. For me, it was figuring out how I could get the hose to snake around behind the rest of my everything that I have over here.
Yeah, did you have to buy? I don't think they gave much. They didn't give you a whole lot of hose with that, did
They don't. I'm not at the max, but because I'm fairly close to the window. But yeah.
Yeah, mine is like, I actually, when I open the window, I just push the booth back like half an inch, and the hose goes out the window, and then I open the window, pull it, and
got you.
It's just enough because it's got that like. Does yours have that like fitting on the end that comes to a?
Yep, the little fin fitting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've got that in the window, and then what I have is I use these poly foam sheets. You can see back here. So I have those foam sheets. They're like 2 inches thick or whatever. I have a bunch of them from working at the metal shop, and I've cut those into the same size gasket so that the window just sits down. It's foam all the way across except for where that thing is housed in, and then that's actually foamed around it as well for insulation. Because it's cold in here.
They were stingy on the hose.
Yeah, God, those stingy hose. They're always stingy with the hose.
Too lazy.
Disrespect.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Is that too lazy? Oh goodness. Need more donor kits. You want an MG Goof 2.0, MG Zaku High Mobility 2.0, MG Sanachi, and MG Rick Dom as donor kits. Best of luck.
Now, the Dom and the Rick Dom, those are not easy to get a hold of, man. I almost felt bad cutting that thing up. I was like, man, am I going to be able to? Luckily, it's a pretty boring looking kit. So like it was not something I would necessarily want in my
beforehand. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is very
thank you. Yeah, I appreciate that on the room comment. I have done quite a bit of rooming.
Yeah. What he did was he shifted himself about 6 feet to the side. All that stuff was already there.
Yeah, I didn't know all of it.
See it.
I put these lights in, they were hard, double-sided tape. It took me all day. 2 AA batteries and some double-sided tape later.
Liar.
No, but over the last 2 years, probably 3 years, maybe even, I've done quite a bit of. This is my safe spot.
Mm-hmm. Straight up. I remember when I was working off of that IKEA table. That was awesome.
Yeah, this one actually the table I'm on now is
sides.
Yeah, this is a folding table, like a plastic, like you'd put outside for a picnic or something like that.
They're actually really good though. I used to use those several years ago at the metal shop for just like various things. Like they're good for soft work, like medium heavy work, like delicate work. So I say soft work, like soft hands, delicate stuff. They're quality.
And it's like it's a nice width. Like when you lay it out, it's a little deeper than a desk, which is what I really like. And I don't care if I spill paint all over it; doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it don't matter. Yeah, because they're not expensive. And then when you want to move it, you just like take the stuff off it and folds down to this nice thing. Yeah, it just goes away.
I could probably get a box fan to put in the window and just paint right on the desk. Like it really wouldn't matter.
Probably, and then just right out the window.
My neighbors.
I don't know if I would do that. You're spraying like enamels and lacquers, and I wouldn't. The only thing that I use that is the solvent base is the primer, or I guess the clear coat. But yeah,
I always wear a mask. Everyone.
That's why Ungawa. There it is. Ungawa says he's got the resin conversion kits for those. He also owns a full city resin conversion kit, but we're working that out. I'm going to be what's that?
Which Sanaju resin kits do you have? Do you have the plastic one, or I said, do you have the plastic resin kit? It doesn't really make any sense. But
you mean the it's not Takara. Who did that one? Takara's
starts with a T. I have it too. I can't think of the name now.
Is it Takomi? Tamashi Nations? No, it's not. That's Bandai. It's right there. It's literally right there.
Toyota.
It's not Toyota.
Takoyaki.
Kia Sentra.
Takumi. That's it. Ungawa just said it.
Yeah.
Takumi.
Oh, so I wasn't too far off. I might actually had it first. No, it's Takara.
Takara. Tamiya.
Yeah, right. Tamiya.
We all have the takoyaki kit. Looks great.
Tapioca kit?
Fried octopus
yeah,
balls.
Takumi. And an older resin conversion.
Oh, look at you, fancy.
Nice. I am very done almost with the OMC build, sort of. I have to. I finished the oils here this evening while on stream under the slight hiding of my microphone, basically I just need to manicure this base a little bit and spruce it up so that it looks a little less like I built it, and flat coat and then photograph. Like here's the base. I'll show you guys. It doesn't really matter.
Ooh.
Make yourself bigger. Ooh, it smells all earthy. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so basically carved foam, that green foam that I love so much. This stuff right here. Corafoam. UHD U150. Yeah. Hard, expensive, awesome. I'll cool you up with some nice chunks of this to be doing some diorama work and some soft foam and some other hard foam. You know, that's it. That's how it is. But yeah, so that's basically just carved and then assembled into this this form here, and then painted, and then I added in greeneries and some vines. It's all natural mosses and stuff that you can purchase online. And then I made made these trees out of these trees are made out of just like skewers that you would either use to make your model parts on the alligator clips or just like cook your dinner on. And then, yeah, drilled holes through them. And then I think we worked on the stream, I worked on making them more organic. But yeah, just took little bits of reindeer moss is what it's called. It's a type of, I have some right here. It is just like a type of puffy moss. So probably. You can buy, yeah, right. You can buy it by the gigantic fucking bag. And then I bought another one, which is like a sampler set of mosses and stuff like that. And then just like made the little poofs for the trees to kind of like give it a little bit of life. But yeah, I need to go in and do a little bit more work on that. So trimming those so they don't look like little balls of like cotton that I stuck on there. And I need to do some washing work to get the wood grain that I implemented into the barks to look right, to bring that out a little bit more. Yeah. Probably put another coat or two of the BLK 2.0, the black 2.0 acrylic on the back here. As you can see, it's still a little bit washy to get it to smooth out. And then over here, I have a little extra rocket detail that kind of like goes into the up here. So yeah, I'm just going to go through and Mr. Miyagi bonsai this thing, and we'll see. My whole piece is called Acquired.
Kamakiri. Unit 34.
Oh, he called it something. He was calling it the Mantis for the longest freaking time. Oh, yeah. When are we going to do that? Is that going to be SCGMC next year? Or probably IPMS if they have one in the spring, if the world hasn't imploded.
It's like a 50-50 shot, I would say.
It is right now, yeah. Sadly true. But I mean, from what I've learned working on all of the other projects between the Flea last year and now, I would probably go back into the Flea and improve it because I can. There are areas of it that I know that I would like to improve.
Time constraints, man. That's
well, then, yeah. I mean, I spent the whole such a long build out process just creatively doing it. That's a hard part.
I mean,
solving all those problems.
Considering what you did with the paint, you didn't really spend that much time on paint.
Oh no,
I finishing
as fast.
Right. Right. Yeah. I mean, you spent months, building it, designing it.
Yeah, there's like a 9-month timeline. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially considering it had 3.2 million dots on it.
sort of 75 or 70, like 7780 or 7840 or something along those lines of dots. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I think about it like when I was thinking about it as I was painting it. It's like, you know, you build and paint a kit, no big deal. Like you can do that easy, especially if you're like, oh, make it clean, paint it up, sexy. Fuck yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Now make a monstrosity out of 15 kits and then paint that thing that's the size of 7 master grades all at the same time and not get tired of it. That ain't easy. That's the hard part, really. It's not the build, it's the finish. So anybody can make something cool and prime it gray and be like, yeah, let's not paint it. Because it looks great.
Yeah. I always find like once I've like base coated it, then I'm kind of like, here, do I have to do any work? Run out of steam,
right?
Decals.
Yeah, decals. I did no decals on this thing for the OMC. No decals. Didn't make any sense.
It's fitting for the design. I don't see why you would want those on there.
It's already so incredibly detailed and busy that it wouldn't benefit from throwing decals on it.
Yeah, and it looks a little too like, I don't know, organic or human-like.
It's like a living. For me, it's like a sentient being over it being
an autonomous
like
robot.
Yeah, the flea was like a giant drone. I mean, they're the same scale, and they're in the same scale in my mind. They're in the same scale, so the flea could live in the same world with this thing, I guess. Even though the flea is marked up like a Xeon chip, but well, they're both 1 to 20.
They're going to upgrade to snap builders. I'm like a 85% snap builder.
I do have a lot of snap build kits. I'm not gonna lie. I don't finish everything that I build. Yeah.
Like what was it? Like you just went through, like you blew through like 20 kits just snap building.
Oh yeah.
So like every week you'd be like, here, I snap built 10 of these.
Yeah, right. No, my first year building, I built like 40 something kits.
Yeah.
And
after one of the bigger ones, like I don't remember if it was after the flea or probably after the full city, I think you went crazy and like just
in 3 days 2 days or something like that, I built three models. I put together the Hazel, the PG, or not the PG, but the P Bandai Hazel, the Hama, and the
not a great kit.
No, the Hama was good.
Mine's been sitting in the shelf behind me, and one of these little puck lights that you guys see right here fell down and it knocked the Hama back, just like tilted him a little back against the glass. So I went in there to like fix him, and from him sitting in there, I don't know how long, let's just call it a year, his ankles and knees and hips are just like he does not want to stand. I put him in there and he's just like, so I have him like propped up. Yeah, I have him propped.
It's really, it's a really loose thing. It's like
wobble.
Yeah. No, you can't do that one. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that one doesn't stand. What's another one that you need to stand for?
Let me find which one's on the stand.
The 7 sword. The 7 sword needs a stand. The Master Grade 7 sword.
I have the high res Wing Zero. That thing needs a stand, and
that thing's heavy too, right?
A pound of glue. The XN riser, you need a kickstand for it.
Mm-hmm.
What other kits have I built that like you need a stand really?
I guess my full city needs a stand, but that's because it's resin and it's heavy.
I have the Master Grade Phoenix, and you can stand it, but like once you put everything the shields on the back, it's fallen brown ball.
And Manny.
Hainu has a backpack stand. Yeah, I have the Hainu up there. I think it would stand though.
Yeah, I got the Hainu HWS. I'm sure that has a backpack stand too.
Yeah, I think. Well, you know what? That might actually make it better though, because it's the backpack and the funnels that really cause the thing to be back heavy. With all that armor on the front, it might actually like
balance it
put
out.
some more weight where he's
Mhm.
he's up and down.
Maybe.
It's in the Master Grade EX, so that's the
Building.
unicorn in new colors. That would probably look good because
Mhm.
unicorn's a tough one, man. Just to like paint, it very rarely does it look good outside of that all white, in my opinion. But I think new colors would look really good.
I got some things that would look good on it.
I've seen some like vibrant color schemes, and I don't know if they ever come out. The nice part about the Master Grade, the MGEX one though, is that the Psycho frame is clear, and you light it up with those LEDs. So whereas like the traditional Master Grade either comes with that blue or that red or green frame. So if you have that frame, it makes it a little tough. Like if you have a green frame, you can't paint the kit like red because it's gonna look like a fucking Christmas tree or something like that. Yeah, and you have to paint the that Psycho frame, and then I've put the Fenix together, and I can't imagine painting on that frame and then trying to put that fucking thing together. I would kill myself. Like I would just throw the model. I just fuck that. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. So I did the 2 high grade full armors to make the Kshatricorn, and I haven't touched a unicorn since. I got the RG. I hear it's nice, but I haven't touched it.
Give it away, I think. I bought it and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to build that.
Oh no, take that back. I built 1 unicorn since then. It was this one.
Is that the Banshee?
Yeah. He's pretty awesome.
I have many more Master Grade, like unicorn or unicorn variants. I have the Master Grade Banshee, and I have the Master Grade unicorn with the cage.
Oh,
and I hate myself for having them because I'm like, man, eventually I'm gonna have to build this. Like,
or you could sell it.
Yeah, or I could just rip it apart. Like the cage is cool. Like I do like that part of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I picked up a couple of them from somebody on one of the Discords on the Gundam podcast Discord. I picked up a couple of action frame hanger bases.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's the right way you say that, but you know what I'm talking about.
Reading on the SDCS Banshee. I've been pretty bad lately with like Gundam news or Gunpla news. I don't really know what the hell's going on anymore.
Yeah, I haven't been keeping too close tabs.
I know about the Advanced Zeta Master Grade coming out. Where's that, in January? And there's a newer one. There's a newer one coming out.
Cool.
Hazel 17 or something like that.
Okay, cool.
I'll be getting that. But
yeah, there needs to be more Master Grade Advance of Zeta stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So much fun.
Signs of getting old. Yeah. I mean, I think it's signs of like calming down in the hobby where I'm not going to buy every single kit that comes out like I was.
Yeah, I already have so
2 years ago. Yeah. If it doesn't interest me, like just because it's new doesn't mean I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
But
I'm more prone to I'm prone to walk into a store and if they have them, buy like 3 old guys from 1.0. I'm gonna go buy
guys, you're just like
yeah, right. Or I'm gonna go buy like a bunch of weirdo grunt suits, or I'll buy like all the like toxic orange ground type gyms that are available. I'm down to do that probably more so than I would be to go out and buy like the MGEX or anything.
Yeah, the MGX doesn't really. I mean, it doesn't. It looks cool. Don't get me wrong.
It's fucking amazing. Yeah.
And I hope that line kind of continues so that we get some I want to see them do that to like something like a Zeta where it's got a really good transformation and like a lot of gimmicks to it. I think that would be awesome. So I hope the line continues. The unicorn just kind of doesn't interest me very much.
Yeah, exactly. It's not really my style of thing. There's already so many bells and whistles on that. Where am I going to put my bells and whistles?
Yeah. And like what it improved, the lighting part is really cool. Like I think that's really, really cool. But that whole you can bend the knee more. Well, I was gonna fucking stand it in that cage anyway, so it wasn't really a whole lot of knees.
Yeah, I mean, if you're doing like crazy dynamic poses, if like that's your steez, you have like a great Gundam room where you can set all that awesome stuff up or like whatever. Like that's cool. But
Strike Freedom next. I'd be interested in a Strike Freedom. I would do a Strike Freedom because I don't feel like we have a really great representation of the Strike Freedom in Master Grade, especially in 1/100.
Well, and they did the PG of it not too long ago, so it's like real in the front of their robot
Yeah.
lines. I always want to see more Xeon stuff, of course, because I'm a Xeon guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would. I'm trying to think of like what Xeon suit. I mean, like you're not going to do the Sazabi because I feel like the Verka is such a great representation of that kit. It's not worth.
They might
doing.
do a Nanju. They could do maybe a Nanju.
Yeah,
Get,
especially like that thing did have
options.
some, and it's old now. The Sinanju, like that's an an old kit. I mean,
yeah. It would be cool to see. What were they talking? We were talking about this on Tuesday too. The Rosen Zulu.
Oh yeah, I love that
cool
that
kit.
design. Yeah, I was really hoping when the Hama Hama came out that they were gonna like P Bandai us a Rosen Zulu because it's close.
Yeah. What is the? Here's the book. There's a book for that.
Camphor. Yeah, I don't think we'll get an EX Camphor, but I would love to see a 2.0 Camphor. That would be great. I really hoped when they were coming out with the Alex that they were going to do that as well. I mean, I know kind of the trend right now, especially when an RE100 comes out, is like to do a matching or an adjoining master grade. So when they did the Alex, I was like, oh shit, there's probably not a Camphor coming, but I thought potentially like an RE100. I didn't think they were going to give us an RE100 Zaku because the master grade is such a great kit. I figured they would just, play off that. So I thought an RE Camphor was a possibility, but nah.
All right, I see. That's a good one. So many good gym designs out there that have never been explored, guys. My only problem with this fucking book is that it's tiny.
Oh yeah, we need so many new master grade DOMs. It's not even all of the DOMs in new master grade.
Just get these. Just throw these two out there too.
What's that? Oh yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Please. We'll take
the Tropin and the Dwedge.
All of it. Well, we did get the. We got the Tropin. I mean, I have the Shoku. I actually love that thing. It's such a weird design, and it has a fucking helicopter arm thing. Like, it's so stupid.
I think I missed it.
It was ridiculously overpriced though because it's P Bandai, and that just makes it expensive. Even though I feel like it probably didn't sell very well.
Oh yeah, the Rosen Zulu. Yeah, I could see why you would think could be a Hama Hama.
Yeah, I want to say it's. I want to say, and the legs have that long, like they're not quite. The feet are very different, but the legs have a similar like
super high heel.
Yeah. I want to say if you look at like Wikipedia, you can see that it was developed from the Hama Hama, but I could be completely off on that one.
I mean, it is. They are like right next to each other here. Yeah, the Rosen Zulu.
We need a Dendrobium in Master Grade. That would be fucking huge. That would be insane. That would make the Deep Striker look like a high grade.
So that's what it is. It's a combo of the Hama Hama and the Mine Layer. Yeah.
Well, there you go. We'll take a new Mine Layer and Hama Hama. And a Rosen Zulu.
Yeah.
I definitely think all the GP units are going to get a 2.0 at some point. Like they'll probably wait for Stardust to be some kind of anniversary, 15, 20, I don't know, 30, whatever it is.
It's going to be coming up soonish.
I think they're going to go for extraordinary design, stuff that can glow and shine, transformations, a little bit of thing, regular master grades. Yeah, potentially. Mm-hmm. I mean, how many other things though can you go crazy with the lighting on? Like you said, the Strike Freedom I could definitely see because like the gold frame. That'll be something, unique, but I'm trying to think of like what could be what by putting lighting in completely changes the model. Like it's not just glowing eyes or glowing thrusters. Like, the unicorn's a good representation of that because the frame glows.
Mm-hmm. But like what else?
Yeah. You could do like an EX new Gundam, but I don't know.
Well, I mean, if they're looking for stuff that has like shiny bits, the G-Self Is the shiniest.
Yeah, that would be a good. That might be a good one.
And honestly, like it doesn't
the
need a
Age
PG.
Magnum. I don't think they would get an Age Magnum just because I think Age is like the redheaded stepchild of Bandai, and they don't want to make shit from it.
Or like the what is it? The God Gundam, the Burning Hand, isn't that the one?
Yeah. I could see maybe like the something from 00, like the Exia, maybe. I mean, I know the PG Exia is kind of got all the bells and whistles, but you know, I mean, they have a PG Unicorn, and we got a MGX, Age FX. Yeah, I would love to. I like Age and its designs. I have one I really want to build actually.
Age. I haven't seen Age.
Like, I don't love the anime. I mean, like, I like Age designs is I guess where I was going.
Sure,
with that. I think they're pretty cool.
I don't even.
Especially they have that fucking pirate one. It's great. They have a pirate Age 2. Like it's kind of like the Age 2 is like equivalent to like a Zeta. It's a transforming suit, and it's very like sleek and fast looking, and then it looks like a pirate. It's got even like a hook hand.
What's up?
Yeah, I remember the FX getting that master grade. Dark Hound, that's the name of it. Look up Dark Hound Age 2.
Oh, I went the wrong way. I went right to Wikipedia as opposed to the Gundam Wikipedia. Bam. All right, so the Age 1 normal is
that's a very like Grandpa Gundam like remake.
Like Core Gundam, dudes.
Yeah, it's got some cool. I built that as a kit. It's actually a really great master grade. Super simple, but like a lot of good movement and solid.
So what is the one you were talking about now?
It's the Dark Hound Age 2.
All right, Age. This is just Age 1. Oh no, see now that's 8. I'm only in Age 1. Hang on.
The Titus Age 1 is pretty cool.
Yeah, I know that one. I think right.
Yeah, that's the one with like the big red things on his shoulders and his arms and stuff.
Here we go. This will do it for me right here. This is the right search. My God, advertising. Blow it out your pie hole. Jesus Christmas. Yeah, I know Christmas is coming.
I should repaint the Titus I got. Yeah, that's not an easy kit to find either. That's sometimes not easy to find.
Look at that thing. Age 2. That looks pretty neat for what
it's worth. No, it's a cool design. I have the Age 2 Special Ops. I think it's like the White Wolf or something like that. It's all white, like in a couple of shades. It's pretty cool.
Nice. Zadra, Kronos, Geno Ace 2. That's weird. Some of these are like kind of bordering on. The fuck is this one? Where'd you go, book? What'd you call
books?
Border Break. Very much like Border Break. So I'm guessing Border Break probably pulled ideas from here. Age the Dark Hound?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but it's not really hook for a hand, is it?
Or is it hook for the wings on the back? It's got hooks.
Yeah, the binders. Yeah, the binders on the shoulders. I have like captain's hooks.
He's got the big skull and crossbones on his forehead.
Sort of. It's a stylized skull. It's not nearly as overt as a crossbone, but yeah, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Quite wild. What a bunch of weirdo things.
That's another one that's hard to find, man. Like you can't find like a master grade of that just laying around.
Oh yeah,
but I'd probably buy one. That would be something I'd snag up if I could find it, just because.
Oh yeah, the Dark Hound fucking transforms into one of those space darts.
Yeah.
Wild. Yeah, I mean they're kind of this thing here though. The Rozo is pretty hype. It's
it had some interesting designs.
Like all arms, and like weirdness. It looks kind of like a. Oh, what the fuck is that thing? The Regainer? That's wild. Tiny little arms, but like grasshopper legs, and like this. Dude, that thing is nuts. I like it. All right, cool, interesting. Wow, learn new things today. Thanks,
I want
guys.
some stuff from Turn A. I'll take like an MGEX of the what's the bright gold suit? The
Sumo.
Yeah. MGX Sumo. There we go.
Oh yeah, because you got the dual kit. From Alex. Yeah, I just have the regular gold sumo that I bought on my own with my own money.
Well, I guess that he was going to eat 100 plates of sushi.
It was 30.
No, he ate 100.
Impressive amount. He ate 100? No, he ate 30.
Was it 30? I don't
It
remember.
30,
Whatever
yeah.
I guessed, it was right.
I guess like 24 or something like that. I was close, but not close enough.
Yeah, a master grade.
I thought I
was cool.
I thought I was way over too. But
they were like it was a plate though with like 1 or 2 pieces on it.
Yeah, it's just a little. It's like one of the spots. Yeah,
the conveyor belt sushi.
Yeah, you get like 4 roll or something like that.
I mean, MGEX Kshatriya, man. That's where it's at. That's what everyone wants, right?
Nope. Go out and buy yourself a MRSA. You can get them.
No,
they exist.
It's expensive.
It's not that hard.
How much is that?
It's like $120 to $200. Search for the Phantom or Ghost Gundam. Yeah, Julio wants a Master Grade Core Gundam. I haven't built a core yet. I'm gonna have to, but
we haven't really gotten. What's the last like build Master Grade we got? Either build divers, build fighters, build whatever. It's been a while, right?
No, there's one that was out recently, right?
I don't know.
That's what these core Gundams come from, isn't it? Build divers.
But it's not a Master Grade, right? It's an HG.
No, it's all. Yeah, we haven't. No, you're right. Absolutely right. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about the series as opposed to the models. I'm sorry.
Age 2 Magnum. Right. That's right, Pabs. And that one wasn't like it just had some spiky clear shit off of the Age 2. It wasn't really that different, but not that any of them are insanely different, but the Age 2 Magnum, yes.
Yeah, this thing's weird.
They didn't even do the main protagonist, yeah.
XM-XX Ghost Gundam.
I would take an MGEX Virtue. That would be a cool kit. Yeah, that is an issue. But if you're doing an MGEX, you could potentially make the supports for those wings out of metal or something like that. And it wouldn't be an issue because that would kind of fall in the line of what that line was, kind of designed to do.
The Phantom Gundam. Yeesh.
Like you could use diecast and an MGEX. I don't think it would be that odd.
What? Weird. All right. Those are bizarre. To say
everything from Victory is bizarre. Like all the bad guy mobile suits are bizarre. They have that big flying fucking snake. It's got like a body and hands, and then it's a snake.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen that.
What's up, Chris?
Bam. Thanks, Chris. That's true. Smash that like button, ring that bell for those notifications. You can find out about when I'm streaming next, because I often don't let anyone know.
It's a surprise for those that pay attention. That's from
the green on the Phantom Gundam is like garish.
Didn't they come out with a Phantom Gundam like what are the little tiny things that you get in sets? Converge? I think they did a Phantom Gundam Converge kit like not too long ago.
Not in this one.
It's like green with gold flames or red flames or something? I can't really remember.
Cluster Gundam. What the fuck?
I'd love to see some G Gundam. Like, I don't care if they're high grade, master grade. Like, I'd love to see some of those really strange. I need a Tequila Gundam, like, in my life. Someone needs to bring out a Tequila Gundam for me.
We need
or can someone make like a resin Tequila Gundam conversion kit? Like,
we need more shit.
Windmill Gundam.
More Master Grade Thunderbolt kits.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you seen that Windmill Gundam? It's like the I guess it would be like the Dutch Gundam or something.
For the
fucking windmill.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. That one.
I would have loved to have been in that like design room, just to hear that shit. What are we gonna do for Dutch people? How about a windmill?
What are we gonna do for the African Gundam? I don't know, zebras. Zebras.
They probably solved they made all of the design choices in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, definitely but they drank like 3 cases of Sapporo while they did it.
Yeah. Oh man, 1/100 scale dendrobium. That would be. I mean, I'd buy one. Like,
you would,
but it would be like $300 just to let you guys know. At least probably $350.
Neo Turkey's Gundam was awesome, and the London Gundam, says Helsting OZ unit. What's up? Haven't seen you yet in chat. How you doing? Good to see you down.
The Master Grade Thunderbolt Ground Gundam and GM. Yeah, I was really surprised that we didn't get an Atlas. Like, I thought for sure we were getting a Master Grade Atlas, and just because it was like the good guy, the hero suit of that that second episode, second movie.
Well, I don't think that Bandit Flower hit as hard as the first run did.
I mean, we haven't really gotten any announcements about Thunderbolt since, which I really hope they don't, just let it.
Yeah, I hope they don't let it fizzle. Because it is really good.
I'm surprised they didn't make more just kits in general from Thunderbolt, because a lot of them were like kind of in the same way that build kits are just, takes on an original kit. Like, you already have the Dom, like the Dom high grade is fine. Like, why didn't we get all of these iterations of those Doms or the Yak guys or whatever?
Exactly.
The GMs, especially, like, you have 7,000 GMs. You couldn't do the GM with all the Master Grade with all the shields and shit. Like, that would have been cool.
Yeah, or whatever. And if you do that one gem that they have, that's the one with the shields or whatever, you can build so many of the other kits off of that as a base. It's so easy. And then when you get into the further and when you're dealing with like the South Seas Alliance and stuff like that, like those kits are just basically, you take some Xeon parts and you take some Fetty parts and you put them together. Yeah. That's all that is.
Hathaway Flash, Coronavirus fucked everything up.
Straight up. We got
a lot of animes got delayed due to coronavirus, so it's not that shocking, especially for a movie. Especially like last season. Last season, like the summer run of animes, a lot of them got delayed. The Kasi Gundam. Yeah, I like the Kasi. I've always wanted a Mechanicore Kasi, but they're just a little hard to find, and I don't particularly want to spend $500 on it. I just want one for half of that price.
Yeah, I still want a Ziegler, perfect Ziegler, one of these days.
Yeah,
that'll be my thing, but I ain't got space or time for that right now.
The G Gundam.
I'll be around.
Fight. Yeah, one day.
Somebody will.
That's why I buy shit like that now, though. From learning through those experiences, like I'm even slightly interested in a Mechanicore kit or one of those like bigger third-party kits. I'll just buy it, and I'm like, what worst comes to worst, I don't really care for it. I never build it. I just sell it. But
you have it, because if you don't, then you're gonna miss out potentially.
Right. Yeah, and then you're gonna, when you want to go buy it, it's 2 or 3 times the price of what it would have been. I think the Virtue will get not too far from now, because we've gotten everything else from 00. We've gotten the Curios. We've gotten the green one with the sniper. I can't think of his name. Dynamis. Yeah. Dynamis. And I thought the Curios would have been the most difficult one out of the 4 to design, because it's transforming. But I haven't built that yet, but from what I've read, it's a really good kit.
I am looking forward to putting together my dual shroud, and then the
that's it. Like, you're gonna enjoy just the kit itself, like just the dual.
Yeah, and then the
really
resin.
Good kit. Yeah,
the resin upgrade for it, man, that looks so nice.
Yeah, I would love a flag and an over flag. Those are cool looking kits. They have like those long, skinny legs. They're like in 00 it was all those different factions, like different state factions, country factions, and it was like their version of like a GM. Like, it was just their generic. I love the Tieran. Like, I would love to see an RE100 or a Master Grade Tieran. Those are like those big tank. No, they have the 1/100 scale one, but it's like a grade.
Right. Yeah, because I have it. So
yeah, but I'd love to see them like redo that and give it a little more detail. I mean, it's a really cool kit. Like, I'm gonna probably.
But no, it does lack.
But it's all molded detail.
Like
none of it is like.
Yeah.
None of it is part separation.
The Ziegler. You could just use a Sinanju Stein as a paste for that. No.
Like 15 Sinanju Steins.
the perfect Ziegler is huge. How big is that thing? Here, I'll share my screen and show it.
It's really big, yeah. And I think they're gonna end up doing an Exia 2.0, the same way they did a Strike 2.0. But yeah, potentially. The Strike, the Strike got the RM. Like, it never got a full 2.0. It was like a 1.5. But yeah, I mean, the Exia is still a good kit, though. I feel like nothing wrong with the Exia. The Sexia,
not this one.
But potentially, yeah. I could see them doing the Exia as one of those MGEX kits, because you could put the lighting stuff in it similar to like what the PG has, and that would be like kind of the same exact deal as like the Unicorn with the PG and the MG both having lighting. MG Leo, yeah, Leo and the what are the two the Aries and the can't think of the other one. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about.
I do. Giant size. Although this project is made in the scale of 1:100, the body is up to 38 centimeters.
Torus.
The torso, which qualifies it to be a 1:48 on the normal MS standard. So it's a 1:48 scale Gundam kit. Here we go. I'll just show this picture real quick. Go back to here, go to here, and show
it's fucking huge. Like, it's ridiculous.
This is one. This is the one. Bam.
Big.
Yeah.
I didn't get that one. Like, the design, for me, it just doesn't. I don't know why the blocky design on a rounded suit just doesn't.
On this?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this is just a rendering. It's not the actual imagery from the model. But, yeah, I mean, even just the legs. Crazy fun.
It's Legos. It's got that block design to it.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
But I think that's what's really cool about Mechanicore is that they're just taking like a general design for the suit or like a theme, and then they just completely make it their own. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to get away with it.
Especially because I feel like they've come out with a couple of kits that were like desirable for people. Like they wanted a version of that. Like, back when they were Ellen and they did the Kshatriya, they did the GPO2. They did that, the Ziegler. They've done the Kasi. Like, they did kits that were a little, I mean, at the time, you probably didn't think Bandai was ever going to come out with a new version of it or a master grade in general. So they come out with some cool designs and they kind of make it their own. I guess that the Ellen Kshatriya is not that far off in design, but that was their first kit.
Tiefstürmer.
Yeah, the Tiefstürmer. Yeah, I mean, no one knew that Bandai was going to come out with the Deep Striker. Like, that was, out of nowhere pretty much, and
thing
it's
is,
not honestly it's not that great of a kit. It's not a great like snap build kit.
I mean, no.
No, like if you're a pure like
out of
you know for a pure out of the box builder, the Deep Striker's a waste of money. Like, it's probably not something I would recommend really.
Yeah, unless you're really hyped on the design.
Yeah.
So like if you're really excited about it, then that's great. But if it's something where you're like unsure of a model and you're like, oh, I can get this at a deal, but I might want to get this other kit, maybe you should look at getting that other kit.
Yeah, you can for that. What is it? 100 and something bucks, $120
Yeah,
or
it's
so for
$100
that kit.
for it.
I mean, for that you can probably get some good shit.
I got it on the initial sale, so there was like it was cheaper by far. But yeah, I mean, like the thing about the Deep Striker that I thought when I built it was that the first thing I thought as I was building it was that I wanted to make it into something different.
Yeah, to me it was very like mismatched. You know what I mean? Like when you're building the torso, it felt like your typical master grade Gundam, and then when you got out of the torso, it felt like a high grade.
Yeah,
like,
it did kind of have a little bit of that
parts,
to it.
Snapped together. And I don't know, for $130, I would have liked a little more thought into some of the other pieces outside of the torso
like
arm area.
Just the little quality of life things, like put a pivot point in the gun, like very simple.
Don't make it two clamshell pieces. Like can you do anything else to make it a couple of parts?
Anything else to it?
Grunt Suits from Wing. I'm surprised we never got Grunt Suits from Wing and Master Grade, because all the rest of the Master Grades from Wing, from what I understand, did really well. Like
they sold like madness.
And they came out with 700 variants of the Wing. I have them all. It's
it's true.
I will probably get the KotoKai, the Verka Wing Zero, because I love the fact that a Gundam has wings on it, because it's stupid.
I did it to my Zaku. It looks pretty
right. So. Yeah, it looks cool, but that doesn't make any sense. But it looks awesome. That one has like a I don't know, like a mythical kind of look.
Yeah, my Zaku is different. They're just
they're not like physical. Yeah, right. It's not like hey, we just built this giant robot. You know what we should do? Put some fucking feather wings on it.
Put some metal robot wings on it. Easy there, Archangel.
Yeah, the Master Grade EX line might have been a good Deep Striker kit. Maybe.
Totally. It would have to be hella expensive, but you could do so many cool things with the LEDs in that. There's a guy online right now that's doing that step by step. I don't have it offhand, but I subscribe to him on YouTube, where he goes through and literally like adds all of the fiber optics and LEDs that you could possibly think of, and like does a super customization on it, and like goes through every little bit. Like he does like one little section. It's like this part of the torso and the head, and the next one is like this part of the what is it, the eye field generator, and then this other part, and like, oh, so this little part here and the gun. It's like very little things he goes through, very meticulously, shows it all out. It's fucking sweet, man. Check it out. But it's 11 o'clock. We're at the witching hour. We started a teeny bit late, but it is what it is.
We started 9-ish. It's our official time, 9-ish.
Yeah, 9-ish. Where can the wonderful people find you, Paul? At Bucky Paul. No.
Gunpla Paul on Instagram, Twitter, here on YouTube. Come say what's up. I'd appreciate it. Keep me entertained.
Made you back to normal. And you can find me on the internet. I'll be around tomorrow night on Mechanism. We'll be doing a Halloween show. Ooh, should be fun. I'm going to be also hosting another stream on Saturday. I don't know if I'll be doing it all crazy like tomorrow is going to be crazy, or if it'll just be hanging out and decompressing from the end of the OMC build and stuff like that. We'll be hanging out with some cool people, checking in with those guys that are doing the 100 scale MRSA Rejn Kshatriya build. I don't know if you guys have heard about this.
That's on Saturday, right?
It is on Saturday. They're doing a 25-hour live stream. So we'll be checking in and seeing what they're doing and like commentating on some of their stuff later on in the evening. So they'll be pretty deep into their shit when we are getting into it too. So which is pretty hype. That's going to be kind of fun. But yeah, otherwise you can come back next week. We'll be here Tuesday and on Thursday again with the KotoKai Robo-Dojo. I am Brian, Bro Builder. You can find me on YouTube here. You can find me on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. And I'm on Facebook and stuff like that too. Have a couple different pages. Feel free to come by, check me out, ask any questions you want to. You want to talk about builds, if you have ideas or something you want to spitball. I love talking ideas and stuff. I'm really trying to be a good community person and help people like grow with me as I get better at this awesome hobby that we all love so much. So thank you guys all for coming by. Thank you, Paul, for hanging out. Do appreciate it. And we'll see you guys all next time. Have a good weekend if we don't see you.
Bye, guys. Happy Halloween.
Hey, happy Halloween.